without further ado, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get started with Smackdown. Uh, we, I thought that they would probably do. I was hoping that they would tape Smackdown somewhere else to do it or whatever, but it was just back-to-back nights. Over in, where were they in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia. There's in Jeddah. I learned this too. Rhea, what do we call it? The other one is Crown Jewel.
Yeah, there we go.
So it's two spots in Saudi Arabia, Jeddah and Riyadh. And Riyadh is going to be Crown Jewel later this year.
All right, so they ended up taping it the night and showing it to us later on that evening, but it was taped earlier, obviously, because of the time difference and stuff like that. So there were some spoilers out there. Then even in our wrestling group, that came and told us one of the finishes. I mean, it really wasn't a spoiler because we all called it. Right. I guess we can go ahead and start off with Randy Orton winning versus Chimichanga. I'm just playing. I'm just playing Tama Tonga. Which was
speaking of Tonga, his entrance music and the way it comes is kind of growing on me. At first, I thought it was just very generic entrance, but the way they shoot it at the angle with the fire shooting up and then the music playing, I actually like that, man.
Did anybody see the post that somebody put out that his entrance is better than Solo's?
Yeah.
Dang.
So I already throwing shade already. So
already, poor Solo.
His music not hitting like Solo though. Solo music hitting, busting.
Yeah. I mean, that's tit for tat. I get it. The music, I'll kind of put him in the same category, but
man, when that joint say womp, 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 man, come on, man.
Yeah. I give it. I mean, it's. Damn, bro, is that a whole what we drinking over there, OG?
Hey man, let me tell you something. So I always have to experiment every week when we had these. So every week I'm gonna do something different. So this one is a Memphis ale from Grindhouse called Cream Ale. Try it.
Okay. Look, hold that back up.
I bring the can over when I get my refill, but this is just my little mug, that I have.
Bro, when nothing little about that. That was on my bucket.
It's just my mug that I have, just to make sure I don't have to keep getting up for refills. I just fill it up, Yeah. And one day we'll have a brought to you by, and then I can hold it up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But until then, I just, I do my shameless plug.
Hey, speaking into existence, man. I hear you now.
We like get that sponsor. So, yeah, man, that's brought to you by that big ass my bucket of beer that OG is drinking. So Randy Orton won, which was no surprise to us. Let's see. At the end of that match, KO is back.
Maybe I missed it. I understand he was injured a little bit, but how long was KO gone though? Like was he gone for like months or something? Because they reacted like, oh my god, KO is back.
He might have been gone for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, I would say about 2-3. I say about 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
But everybody kind of cheers. Well,
yeah, those returns.
I mean, those returning, but and then with him being there, and with the rivalry that's growing between Randy Orton and and KO and the Bloodline and stuff like that, he was going to get a pop. Everybody seems to love KO anyway, so KO's back. We're going to see how this is going to continue to go with this feud with the Bloodline. With those for any takes or anything you guys want to talk about dealing with this particular one?
No, I think this particular match, I think they're just trying to put Tonga on a bigger stage and kind of see where he is. I'm curious to see when or if his brother, Tangaloa, will ever be in the ring, because we've seen him for what, 4 weeks now. He's always been in the suit, hadn't really talked. So I'm curious to see him in the ring at some point. This whole bloodline thing is kind of up in the air because we don't know when Roman is coming back. So unless they plan on throwing some things where Jimmy comes back and maybe they start a feud with Jimmy and Jimmy bring in somebody to help him, and then eventually we'll get to Roman. I don't know what the plan is, but they're kind of in cruise control right now when it comes to the bloodline, I think.
But I heard Roman is supposed to be finishing filming this week, so he possibly could be back soon, which will be very interesting to see. Because I'm still confused and perplexed on who is actually pulling the trigger on all of these orders, or if it's just solo on his own. But that doggone Paul Heyman, man, is for real. Give it to him.
Oh yeah, Paul Heyman deserves an Emmy for his acting.
He in the background, like just looking, and like he just scared. Like he is doing a great job selling this. Like they're more dangerous than the tribal chief has ever had bloodline before and stuff like that. Which is
savages.
Yeah, they're savages. But like he said, that was broken to me by my son. He came to me and told me, it was like, Dad, I heard Roman was done filming, and he may come back like 2 to 3 weeks before SummerSlam. So we're looking at July before we possibly get a tribal chief sighting, maybe. So we're gonna see.
And going back to Tonga, he actually spoke, I think, for the first time, or maybe second time when he mentioned by orders of the tribal chief. So again, who's the tribal chief that he's referring to? So we'll see.
What was the first time?
Did y'all see that fool walk down in the ring? Yeah. He comes slide like he Caesar from
Planet Apes.
Like he Caesar.
No, I didn't see it, but he's supposed to be like, I seen him in the back. I look like, bro, what?
As far as the intro, see, that's another thing too. So people on the internet were clowning him about that too. I think that's why he spoke. He did speak. Remember either the first night or second night, they did something, and he mentioned to Paul Heyman about orders of the tribal chief, like right outside of their locker room, whatever. So that was the first time
he did. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think the internet did catch that, and he became a meme with all that. All the grunt he was doing. So I think they wanted him to speak the next week because they didn't want him to think that they were just playing him as some kind of savage that don't know English or something.
Hey, those be the best ones. If you're not good on the mic, don't speak.
Yeah.
Just be the savage you are, and don't speak.
That's probably why we didn't hear from the brother Tonga Loa, because we'll see what he sounds like on the mic.
And is he locked up, or he on probation or something? The reason why he couldn't fly over?
I don't know. That's another thing too. Yeah, he did not show up. The rest of the bloodline was there, but he was not. So I don't know. Both of them are coming off of their New Japan run, him and Tonga. So maybe there was some issues with his passport or something before he left for Japan, and now he can't go back out of the country until he resolves it. Not sure.
And speaking of bloodline, and this is going to segue into our next point. I'm waiting to see my girl take her rightful place where she's supposed to be. And as she won her finals match, which was, the girl just keeps getting better and better. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I can't wait till Friday because I want to see Nia's. But we're gonna get there because I want to see how they're going to run with this Nia Jax as queen, which I did predict. Man, you can go back and find it on episode 2 of the podcast.
I mean, they'll take consideration.
Who didn't? Everybody predicted that was Joe.
No. I'm talking about as soon as they announced the tournament, I said Nia Jax is winning. So a lot of people kind of got on board after the first couple of matches and saw how the tournament was going through, but it was something that happened. Maybe it was the battle royal because I wanted her to win. When Rhea got hurt and they had the battle royal for the championship, I wanted Nia to win it then. When she didn't win it that next night, I said the next goal of you, if you're not champion, next goal is Queen of the Ring. So that's when I called it. And but everybody, once it got down to kind of the final 4 or whatever, everybody kind of knew Nia was gonna win.
I'm sorry if I was I got distracted. Somebody just put a clip of Sexy Red getting in the getting in the ring, and
I told you it happened live, so we just missed it. So
Joe, where are you? Fix your horse. Come on, brother. Come on.
I gotta go back and watch it. I gotta go watch it. I was catching up on Raw, so I'm ready though for Raw, but I gotta watch Sexy. What's her name? Sexy who?
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red. Is she a red bone?
No.
Hell no.
That's the problem. So and that's funny. One of the other podcasts I listened to, Black Wrestling, they mentioned almost very similar to what we said when one of the guys confused Sexy Red with Glorilla, because you would think being a red bone, Glorilla's kind of red, but no, he was confusing the two.
That was
We're not
gonna give her a number. Yes, we are. We'll give us a number.
Well, I can't say
throwing lobs at this point.
I know the name, but I can't say that I really paid attention to like her face and what she looks like. But so I don't know if this is new, but she got an ice cream cone tattoo on her face, and that's the first thing you see when she comes out.
She look at them tattoos on her face and stuff. That she just a whore.
Hold up, so she got tattoos and
all on her face and all on her arm and neck and stuff. Yeah, see.
Bro, don't let me bring this stuff back up again.
Let me see her, Ricky.
All right, we'll get to that in a minute.
So I have a question. I heard Bianca might be having some issues, or she may be pregnant or something. Are you thinking that's the reason?
Here's something. People need to be caring about this stuff. I think what it is people are finally watching their show, Love and WWE on Hulu, and the fact they were trying to get pregnant and confusing last year's SummerSlam to this year's SummerSlam. I said, no, she is not pregnant. She was not pregnant in the episode. Spoiler alert. And no, that's why everybody was like, she sure had that baby quick because she just came out and wrestled and won tag team titles. No, she was never pregnant. Now, this whole knee thing, I don't know if that's a work or if she was just doing that for the tournament. As we go into the next segment, give Nia Jax a win over her when that knee buckled. But
I think that was a work or whatever with this whole knee thing to get that going. But anyway, Nia ended up beating Bianca. She ended up beating her. Beat her clean.
I was surprised that Jade was not involved in that match.
I didn't think that was
keeping. Well, I thought again, if let's say,
I get it.
If Bianca didn't have the injury, you can say Jade may have distracted her, not purposely, but distracted her for Nia to get the win. But I like it better this way. Keep them away from each other.
Is babyface Jade kind of corny to y'all?
It's not corny. It's because again, I follow them on Instagram too. They have legitimately became friends. I mean, they taken married trips together, like Jade and her husband, Bianca and her husband, the trips. They was in Mexico somewhere, and then of course when they was in Saudi Arabia, they was on the beach or whatever together. So I actually like that they're actually friendly with each other, and you can see that. So I do kind of feel like they're really becoming friends in real life. Because from what I heard, they did not know each other. They knew of each other, but they didn't have any personal relationship with each other before Jay came to WWE. But which just makes the breakup even better, because now you really became friends with this person and they stab you in the back. That's what's gonna happen. So then we'll see, because we only know the heel version of Jade from AEW. So we need to just see what she's like as a babyface.
What we're not gonna do, and this is what'll continue to happen with our beautiful black women in wrestling, is to make them heel all the time, because they have an attitude that's going to be a whole mess.
Right, you're right.
If you play the role, you play the role. Like, heel Jade was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was pretty good. I like heel Bianca.
Oh yeah, and see, I wouldn't do it with Jade, but I'm waiting at some point for the Bianca to become a heel. That NXT version of Bianca was a heel. I love that. She would twirl the braids, she would pop her bubble gum in people's faces, and that. So
yeah, that was dope. So some people can get jiggy with that or whatever. But anyway, Piper Niven, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and push her. I think that's going to probably start that program with them, with her. Bailey ended up getting the win over Chelsea Green. But you know, Piper jumped in and was like, "Look, this is what's up." So I'm liking that they're going to probably go ahead and let the both of them. Chelsea, I think Chelsea did pretty decent for herself on SmackDown in that match. But then Piper coming in and doing the attack afterwards and stuff. I was all for it.
Loved every minute of it. Loved it. There was some old school beat down, tear your face off. Loved every minute of it. And that chick right there, man, she can be good if they give her an opportunity. Because I would love to see her and Nia.
But even with this one, it gives Bayley a legitimate opponent, a bigger opponent that you can book Piper as like this monster heel that Bayley has to overcome. So,
and yeah, that's gonna be two things. One, do y'all think if they ever happen, Nia versus Piper, that they're gonna be yelling meat the crowd?
Meat to meat. Because you know what, they always talk about the big meaty men slapping meat.
Big Mac versus the Baconator.
I don't know if they will allow us to call the women. Yeah, that's mean. That'd be mean to say. And another thing though, that's gonna I guess that's going to prep her. That thing with Piper, because Nia's coming after her. Nia's waiting right. Yeah. Nia's in the wings.
And that's the thing. Now here's the thing, because Bayley is in a very similar situation that Becky is, and we'll get to that at the end of the show. We talk about what happened on Raw last night. Becky doesn't need the belt. It was cool for Bayley to win it again, but I would not be mad at a short title reign for Bayley. So you build up Nia between now and SummerSlam. Let Bayley have a couple of title defenses to kind of make her reign look a little better, and Nia needs to beat her and become champion.
That's what's going to probably end up happening and stuff like this. So go Piper. Hey, yeah, I'm all for it. I want them to see. I want people to see her for who she really is in the States, because overseas, she was hot as fire over there. But now, that started with the whole dewdrop bull crap. You know what I mean?
When she was Piper Niven over in NXT, yeah, she was as Sheamus said, she was having bangers
after bangers. Burgers.
She probably having that too.
That was funny, Drew McIntyre. Shout out to Drew McIntyre.
Shout out to Drew.
Then the last thing I want to talk about with SmackDown, unless there was anything else, was the tag champions got pinned. And that's what lets me know, okay, R-Truth, the Awesome Truth, they haven't took a pin yet, that I remember. If I'm wrong, say I'm wrong, but this is why I just don't think they take A-Town down under serious. I mean, somebody had to take a pin in it, because Mello is going to stay a little bit stronger to me. But for them to take a pin, let me know. I'm like, are they going to let Street Profits do it? Like, they going to let them get
they say, and that's one thing about it. They can take a pin in a triple, a six-man match like that. If they took a pin in a non-title tag match, then we got some problems. I think they can keep they kept them safe in this 6-man. And didn't ruin kind of the title reign, but it just like anything. If you look at champions over the years, a lot of times the challenger, they make him, okay, well, if you beat me, you'll get a title shot. Like, this match is non-title, but if you beat me, you'll get a title shot. So that's kind of how you look at it. So they did get pinned, so they could give the Street Profits a legitimate case that, hey, we pinned the champions, we need a shot. So,
yeah, that's what I think. I think they already are number one contenders. I think they are already, because they won they won some kind of tag team turmoil thing or whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
But I thought, this is what's not adding up. I thought DIY won one. Did they not? No, or was that was Street Profits that was in the match with them?
Yeah, I think the Street Profits are the next challengers. Okay. Yeah. Now they did have a run in with DIY like backstage or whatever.
Yeah.
So they could be
Okay.